What is going on, guys? Welcome to week number 2 of our Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty. We have an Oklahoma matchup between Ardmore and the Oklahoma Sooners. Number 6, Ardmore against number 9, Oklahoma. So we got some pretty interesting matchups here for you guys in today's upload. 2 teams from Oklahoma, some big-time rivals, as well as Nebraska against Nebraska State, 2 other big-time rivals, and then Denver Tech against Boise State. So those will be your 3 games on tap for today. Let's get into some gameplay action here. J.K. Johnson up the middle, going to catch this for 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Xavier Wiggins going to receive this little pitch from Grayson Stanfield. That's a big hit, but Xavier Wiggins able to pick up that first down. 2nd and 10, little play action, and we got the Y route open, but Darnell Savage is the guy that we go to here, and he turns about a 3-yard reception into 10 yards after the catch. 1st and 10, here's a bomb to Savage. The safety's coming over, it's tipped, but Savage, he catches it, but he did not get the foot in bounds. Take a look at this. It rolled right off of the Oklahoma defender, his foot, but Ardmore's receiver, Savage, could not corral this in before going out of bounds. Xavier Wiggins here with some nice moves, going to pick up extra yardage there. Gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Stanfield, nice toss to Brian Washington. He's going to pick up 15, but as usual, the CPU stops us short. 1st and goal. Wiggins picks up the 2-yard touchdown, and Ardmore goes on top. 7-0 here in the first possession of their game. 2nd and 6 situation for Oklahoma. Christian Bellarose, good for 9. He's got 2 for 22 so far. And then James Jamison, quarterback, about an 81 overall quarterback. So Oklahoma is kind of hurting with the recruiting as of recent years because Ardmore has been so dominant in Oklahoma. And he's going to get sacked here by Quentin Booker, and they're going to have to punt the football back to Ardmore. Here's a nice little screen play to Xavier Wiggins, and he's going to bust this one for about 30 yards down the sideline. 1 reception for 30 yards for Xavier Wiggins. 2nd and 11. We're going to try to go back to Xavier Wiggins, but it was too late of a decision, and Stanfield throws a costly pick down the left sideline, and Oklahoma gets the football back. Let's see what they can do on this possession here. Here's Jamison. He's got good blocking out in front, and here's Jamar Diggs taking out his legs. They will pick up the first down on the option play. 1st and 10, we're bringing the blitz. Bust off tackle is Bellarose. Diggs can't make the tackle. Bellarose gets 14. 1st and 10, we're going to the right is Oklahoma. Diggs, the only man to stop Jamison. He stops him to be 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Good blocking there for Oklahoma. And James Jamison finds the end zone. And we got a tie ball game. 7-7. 1st and 10 for Ardmore. Back behind their own 50-yard line. And here's a deep throw to Brian Washington. Going to catch this for 31. Ardmore finding chunk plays. That's what you like to see if you're a Thunderwolves fan here in this game. Stanfield, good clean pocket. Here's a nice timing route to Willie Nelson for a big-time catch and throw. 2 receptions for 36 for Willie Nelson. Here's Darnell Savage with the little floater from Stanfield. He's got the 2 feet in. Savage with the touchdown. It's going to be 14-7. Ardmore's on top. So that's a good response drive by the Thunder Pups. Look at this catch. He even got, it was a pro touchdown by Darnell Savage. He's only a sophomore, guys. 3rd and 1, and we're bringing the cornerback blitz. That's Boyd Scales getting the stop behind the line of scrimmage. Here's a nice timing route again. Aaron Golden this time, getting his number called. 2 receptions for 37 for Aaron Golden. So we are trying to get another score here nearing the end of the first half, and the second quarter is going to come to a close here as Aaron Golden makes another bomb catch for 20-plus yards for the touchdown. It's going to be 21-7. Ardmore on top by 2 scores. So this is kind of, again, really the epitome of Oklahoma football. So who owns Oklahoma, the state of Oklahoma? And it's right now, it's Ardmore. It's Ardmore, and it's been Ardmore for the last few seasons. Like, we're in year number 6 of this dynasty, and Oklahoma's recruiting, their performance has kind of gone down the tubes a little bit. Again, they are ranked very highly at number 9, but you can see when they have bad quarterback play like this from James Jamison, as Jamar Diggs comes up with a huge interception here. I mean, they need a quarterback. They need a quarterback. If you're Oklahoma and you can't recruit a quarterback, then there's something wrong, right? So for second and 10, Stanfield going to find Nathan Arbaugh, the 6'7", 223 freshman from Grand Rapids, Michigan, is going to pick up about 8. 3rd and 2, Stanfield, and some audibles going in. In the end zone. We thought that route was going to be wide open. That's a nice play by Daniels to just come on over and bait Stanfield, and he gets the pick in the end zone. So unfortunately for Ardmore, we can't turn that interception into points. And now Oklahoma's next possession here, because of the turnover in the end zone, they score a touchdown, a 46-yard touchdown by David Allen, the wide receiver, on the option play. Like, they had so many blockers out front. Ardmore had no shot. Josh Miller, our cornerback with that 99 speed, he couldn't even catch him. Had a late start. So now up by 7. Ardmore is still trying to get another score here. Another touchdown would get that one back from Oklahoma. So we definitely want a touchdown here. We definitely want 6-7 points. 58 seconds to go here at the end of the third quarter. And here's a bomb deep, and nobody's there. Aaron Golden for the touchdown. It's going to be 28-14. Stanfield over the 320-yard mark. He is just slinging it all over Oklahoma, guys. Gotta love it. 1st and 10, Oklahoma gonna fire out to the left. That's a nice catch by Matt Rice for 18. They love those post corner routes, guys. They really do. But we can't really stop them on those plays. Some really good blocking though for Oklahoma. Ardmore can't shed those blocks, and James Jamison's gonna get a first down, a big one. Here's Jamison again on the read option, and that's gonna go nowhere as Chauncey Nelson comes through and gets the sack. 2nd and 15, and this pass complete and done. Just can't get over in time to get that deflection. Christian Bellarose is going to get dropped for a 2-yard loss. It's going to be 2nd and goal, and going to the right side is Jamison, and nice job by Ardmore's defense. That's Anthony Jacobs with the tackle. 3rd and goal, Jamison looking to the end zone. He's going to find Rice, but Rice ran out of the end zone to make that catch. And we're going to stop them short. It's going to be 4th and goal, but Oklahoma says we're going for it. Because, hey, a field goal really doesn't do you any good here with 4 minutes to go down by 2 scores. You got to go for it. They're going to hand it off to Bellarose, and he's going to score the touchdown as Anthony Jacobs just got there too late, and they pull it within a 1-score game. It's 28-21. 3:33 left to go in the game. Here's a pass. No, not completed. He was wide open, and that is a heck of a play by the Oklahoma corner. That is an unbelievable play by their impact corner, and it's going to give Oklahoma another shot. Another shot to tie this game. It's a really good defensive stop, guys. Bellarose he's going to get tackled here by McKinney, and on 2nd and 8, here's an option play. Scales comes through, gets the tackle for a 2-yard loss. 3rd and 10. They're going to go with the screen pass. Jamison in his own end zone. It's a safety. But no. There's a flag on the field. And it's going to be roughing the passer on Javon Britton. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Let's take one more look at this again, guys. He got pushed into James Jamison. So Oklahoma survives yet again on this drive, and now they're pushing the ball down the field, guys. 3rd and inches. Ardmore's got to make a play. Britton makes up for it with the sack. And Jeff Cooper helps out. He cleans it up. So Britton makes up for it by causing the pressure, and Jeff Cooper comes through and gets the sack. It's 4th and 8. This pass will be completed, but it's short. And guys, Oklahoma gives us the football. Gives us the football back. And you know what? We've already drove down this far. It's David Tomsha time. We need a touchdown to put this thing away. David Tomsha puts the ball over the goal line, gets into the corner at the pylon. That's an insane run by our sophomore. Take a look at David Tomcha. Shades of Jonathan Hicks, guys. Shades of Jonathan Hicks. So we push that lead up to 35-21, and that's going to be your final score, guys. Grayson Stanfield is our player of the game, 24 of 34, 343 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Very good performance. It's what we really wanted to see from our star quarterback, from our leader. Unfortunately for Xavier Wiggins, perhaps our best offensive player, he didn't really have that great of a game. Oklahoma shut him down. And unfortunately, those Heisman chances are kind of going by the wayside as we start to throw the football a little bit more than I think he wants to. All right, let's go to this game here. Denver Tech at home, the #1 overall team in the country, taking on Boise State. This is a matchup and a game that Denver Tech should take care of business, guys, being the #1 team in the entire country. They're looking good so far as they force a 3rd and 13, but an off-balance throw almost going to get picked off the deflections there is going to give Denver Tech their first possession of the football game. So Scott Thomas, obviously one of their best playmakers, and I have not really been impressed with their quarterback play. He had 2 interceptions last week. That is Andre Brandt. So he's looking for a bounce-back type of game here, and they're going to be wanting to do a lot of that. A lot of Drakeenan Timmons-esque type of running plays, a lot of short, quick passes with Andre Brandt. Then that kind of sets up Scott Thomas and Dustin Miller, their 2 big-time running backs for the rush. Here's a little flip by Andre Brandt to the wide receiver. That's Brian Dawson, and they're going to have to settle for a field goal. So Boise State holds their own here on the very first possession for Denver Tech. Let's flip up a little bit further ahead into this game. Jeff Hagan's going to get sacked for a 4-yard loss. This is what Denver Tech loves to do. They love to get tackles for losses. They love to put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they bring here. Bring some more pressure. 2nd and 14, going to turn it up for 10 yards. That's going to set up for a 3rd and 4. Boise actually ran the hurry up on that play, and it allowed them to get the first down. So Wesley Newby going to get that first down. 3rd and 6 situation, and they're going to get stopped short. So Denver Tech defense holds, but Boise State's going to go for it. They're going to give it back to the fullback. That's Oliver Whitehead, and he's going to get the first down. Let's flip over to the other side of the field now that we're in the second quarter, the very start of it. 1st and goal. Boise. Oh, they're going to get the touchdown? They're down at the 1-yard line. Brent McCutcheon with the reception there, but going to get dropped at the 1, at maybe the half-yard marker. Well, let's see if Boise State's going to come through here. It looks like they're going to call a running play, and they are going to run that read option, and it's going to be an easy touchdown for Jeff Hagan, and Boise State is beating the #1 team in the country here, 7-3. But guys, that's not going to really last that long, right? That's not going to last that long. Andre Brandt gets 21, so they're starting to get a bunch of chunk plays. Except now on 3rd and 11, Brandt's got to fire one deep, and he's going to go all the way to Anthony Parker, who makes this catch in stride for 50 yards. 50 yards for Denver Tech on the huge play. 1st and goal, and that's Anthony Parker yet again. He's going to score a 4-yard touchdown, so they reward him. They call his number one more time, and they reward him with a touchdown that he should have had with that 50-yard catch. 2nd and 4 for Denver Tech, so we flip over to their next possession. Boise State can't come through on their next one after that touchdown, and Denver Tech is threatening here. 2nd and 7. Here comes Brandt, and he's got blockers in front. Nice little juke moves, and he's in for a 15-yard touchdown. So Brandt is kind of showing me something. He's really showing me something here. Everybody was talking about how he might be a sneaky little Heisman front runner, as we see a fumble for Boise, and it's picked up and returned and moved forward all the way down the field, and it's going to allow Boise State to continue their offensive push here to get a touchdown and come a little bit closer to that Denver Tech lead to cut right into it. And they're also going to get dropped at the 1-yard line. Again, I can't miss those. Touchdown to Jeff Hagan again. It's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And guys, Andre Brandt, like I was saying, he's been pretty impressive through the arm strength. There it is again. Anthony Parker, gone. He's gone. That's the touchdown that they wanted earlier on that 50-yard strike. But Parker makes that cornerback pay. So they're picking on this guy out here. They're picking on that safety. They're picking on that cornerback. That's a huge play. And guys, I'm going to take back everything I said about Andre Brandt. He's impressing me in this game. Yes, it is Boise State. Just wait till Big 12 play. Just wait till Big 12 play. Or even heftier competition. But you can't argue with the numbers. You can't argue with the numbers, guys. He's been great so far in this game. Running the football, he's been great. He's got the speed. He's got the juke moves, apparently. And he's got the arm strength and the accuracy to hit targets like Anthony Parker in tight windows like that one. Andre Brandt looks pretty scary. He looks pretty scary. Look at him. 2 broken tackles. 3 broken tackles. He's going to pick up 14 on that run to the right. 3rd and 3 for Andre Brandt. Is he the next Drakeenan Timmons? Is he Drakeenan Timmons 2.0? God, I hope not, because that means Denver Tech is going to be forced to be reckoned with yet again this season. 3rd and 4 situation after a first down by Tech. They're not going to pick this up, so they will get a field goal. 27-14. If you thought that Denver Tech was done, if you thought they were done, well, you're mistaken. It's 27-14, mid part of the 3rd quarter, and the onslaught is continuing. Still 27-14, and Andre Brandt, look at this. The little stutter, too. He stopped. He set up his blocker. He stopped, and he's going to score this touchdown anyway. It's going to be 34-14 mid part of the 3rd quarter. So, guys, do you think that we're done? Do you think we're done showing the highlights? Like, this game's over. This game is so over, especially with Andre Brandt just doing his thing here. Through the air, on the ground, you name it, he's doing it. Do you think we're done? I want to know what the live chat says. Well, not really, because it's 34-14, and they're going to score some more. Yeah, it's 34-14, but they're going to score more. 41-14 with 6+ minutes to go. Let's do it again. Let's do another one. 4 minutes. Broken tackle. Going to the left side. Missed tackle. He finally gets brought down after a gain of 15. 2nd and 5. Brandt. Nothing open. He's going to run for it. Broken tackle. Challenge. He's in again. He's in again. 48-14. They are laying a whooping on Boise State. You think we're done? Nope. Because with 7 seconds left, they're going to hand the ball off for good measure. They do this all the time. Denver Tech does this all the time. Rather than just taking a knee, they're going to run it in. They score another touchdown. Final score, 55-14. This one wasn't even close after that big play right there. And Andre Brandt accounts for 6. You saw it. 6 touchdowns for the Denver Tech rush. And like I said, I take back every single thing I said bad about Andre Brandt. At least for right now. At least for right now. He looks like he's Drakeenan Timmons, except on steroids. And maybe it's been so long since we've seen Drakeenan Timmons that we forgot how good he was. Let's get into this game. This big-time rivalry matchup between Nebraska and Nebraska State. Bubba Robinson has to be a little bit better than that. He fumbled on the first carry of the game. Derek Smith is going to help him out here after an inaccurate pass. He's going to catch it one-handed. Dante LaBelle had over 220-plus yards last week. He's going to have to be the focal point of this offense. Bubba will be the X factor, that much is for certain, but we need Dante LaBelle to be carrying his weight yet again. He's going to get stopped here after a 4-yard loss on a screen play. This pass is going to be completed to Jeff Anderson for 13, and down with 1 yard left to go, Nebraska State says, nope, we're going for it. We're going for it. We're going to hand it to our bell cow. And LaBelle picks it up. Jump forward to a 3rd and 4 situation. Here's a pass going to be completed to Seamus O'Regan. Nice catch in traffic. A nice catch. Nice way to hold on to it, too, after taking a big hit. LaBelle's got good blockers out in front, and he's going to get it into the end zone for Nebraska State's first score and the first score of the entire game. 7-0. And now look who it is. Look who it is. Lucky number 13, Graham Keith. Graham Keith. You guys remember Graham Keith? He's almost going to get picked off. What an opening. What a way to open the game up. Put pressure on the former Nebraska State quarterback, the much maligned quarterback from Nebraska State. Just a few years ago, he ended up transferring out of Nebraska State, and this first drive for the number 5 team in the nation just did not really get off the ground. Some bad passes by Graham Keith, and Nebraska State fans are thinking this is why we got rid of him. This is exactly why we got rid of him. Meanwhile, Dante LaBelle, he was down after like maybe a 2-yard gain, 3-yard gain, and he's just going to keep those legs churning and pick up 10. Here's a sack on Bubba. He goes down for a negative 8-yard loss. 3rd and 16. More pressure coming, and he never saw it. Bubba's going to go down for another 8-yard sack. 1st and 10. Graham Keith, little play action, and he's going to just go ahead and fire it. Just wait for his receivers. It's a good job, good patience. Nice way to kind of swivel and move through that pocket. And now here's Graham Keith again. He's got good blockers out in front. He's going to miss. Johnson and Dixon can't catch him, and Graham Keith scores. Nebraska's first touchdown of the game is now 7-7, and he's fired up. I would be too if I'm playing against my old team. Man, I mean, look at this. Look at this blocking by Nebraska. That's just A+ blocking for the Cornhuskers. So it's going to be 7-7. Robinson and LaBelle and the Prairie Dogs offense, like again, they're just going to have to try to keep Graham Keith off the field as much as possible, which means Dante LaBelle has to be your guy. 2nd and inches, pressure, good throw by Bubba down the sideline to Seamus O'Regan for 14. He's been taking some big hits in these last couple weeks, but he's been solid. So Seamus he's taking some punishment, but he's holding on to the football. That's a very good quality to have if you are a slot receiver. 3rd and 3. Gonna fire it deep to Jeff Anderson. Almost picked off. Almost picked, and Nebraska State's gonna have to settle for a field goal, and they will hit it. Here comes Moore. Gonna get the sack, and Graham Keith just did not cover that gap up, and that's gonna lead to the sack. Here's Williams just busting off Dixon. He's going to pick up a huge gain to make it 3rd and 5. Nebraska with Keith. They got a man wide open. Ungermeyer, where were you at, bro? Where were you at? Sean Wright with the first down completion. 2nd and 8. Here comes Jacob East. Wow, the small guy, Jacob East, takes down Graham Keith in the backfield. Look at this play. He read it perfectly, and he just push you right back into the dirt, man. 3rd and 12. Pass complete to Wright again. Down that side. That right side. Ungermeyer has not been pulling his weight out there. And Wright again. Slant route. Touchdown. Graham Keith 9-10 for a touchdown and 75 yards. Take a look one more time at it again. Right over the top of that Nebraska State defender. So why do we show kickoffs? Why do we show special teams? Because good things happen. Nice block here out in front, and here goes Corey Hargrove. Can he miss tackles? No, but he is going to get 51 yards on that return, and that's going to set up Nebraska State with really good field position in order to start this drive off with 1:51 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Robinson, same play call. 2 completions, same play call. We're going back to Derek Smith. He's going to get 14. 2nd and 10. We're going to go with a little power play here. And here comes LaBelle. He's got one man to beat. The safety powers through, but he's going to get dropped at the 1-yard line. Crazy good blocking there by Nebraska State, but watch this. Lower the shoulder. LaBelle, he powers through, but it's going to cost him because he gets hurt, and he will be out for the rest of the game. So now we are relying on Corey Hargrove, who busts off 2 tacklers, and he gets into the end zone for a 1-yard score, and that, my friends, is going to allow Nebraska State to take the lead 17-14. That was an awesome drive for Nebraska State, for the Prairie Dogs. Everybody in the chat's probably saying, Gonsu, go NSU, Gonsu. First things first, though, guys. Yes, it's the second half, and Nebraska State is putting Nebraska on upset alert. We got to play some good defense, and we do. So Graham Keith gets off the field, and here comes Niall Cotton. Going to get 8. Nebraska State now in the red zone here. Here's a play call. Watch this linebacker. He got sucked in with Corey Hargrove running the little button route, the little hitch route there. And Seamus O'Regan makes a catch in traffic. This is why he's such a good slot receiver, guys. He learned a lot from former Nebraska State Prairie Dog Emilio Vivaldi. Look at the route running. Look at the catching in traffic. Bubba's got to like that. That nice little security blanket for the Prairie Dogs. Big hits in the backfield by Dixon. Ron Williams going backwards. 2nd and 11 for Nebraska. They're going to put their tight end in motion to the right side. Let's see what play call they go with. They're going to find the slant to right up the middle, but good gang tackle there by the Prairie Dogs. Going to stop them short. It's 3rd and inches, and they are bringing blitzes. They're bringing 3 guys on the blitz, and Dixon's going to stop Williams short. It's 4th and 1. Nebraska State, late 3rd quarter, is getting it done. And why do we show punts? Because good things happen, right? Nope, not always, because look at this. Nebraska's going to put out all the stops, and they're going to call a fake punt pass, and they get it completed. Now, on the next down, the next series, Sean Wright coming through with another touchdown for Nebraska. That was a great throw by Graham Keith. Watch this catch one more time. The athletic grab, the jumping, the diving. Everybody's laying it all out on the field here in Grand Island. 3rd and 10. Bubba, got to throw it, got to get rid of it. No, he's going to roll out. He doesn't get the first down. He picks up 7. It's not going to be good enough, so Nebraska State got to punt the football away. Graham Keith firing it deep. Johnson not there to deflect it, not in good position, but a good stop nonetheless. That could have been really bad. Graham Keith complete to Michael Thomas for 4. Nebraska, though, they're going to have to settle for a field goal after a good stop by the Prairie Dogs. Just made it inside that right corner of the field goal post. And now, Nebraska State, this is a huge possession, guys. Bubba Robinson going to pick up about 9. He's going to get it to 2nd and inches. Corey Hargrove going to get that first down. 4:40+ minutes left to go here. Let's move it down to 3:39, and a pass going to be incomplete. And where's the flag? Where's the flag? They had 2 guys all over the receiver for Gansu, and they couldn't throw a simple flag on that play. Come on, refs. Come on, Zebras. You got to help these little Prairie Dogs out. Animal Kingdom style. Michael Thomas for 9. 2nd and 1. We're bringing the blitz. We're thinking they're going to call the running play. They do, but they go to the opposite side. And Carter with the shoelace tackle on Ron Williams. 24-24 game. Little screen play to Williams. Nice tackle, though, by the defensive tackle for Nebraska State. 2nd and 7. They're going to call a draw. Again, good tackling by Nebraska State. 3rd and 9. This is go time. This is gut check time. And here's a pass wide open. They called the 4 verts. We didn't have enough people in the backfield, and Washington gets burned. I'm going to say it. He got burned, and Nebraska takes the lead thanks to Graham Keith's arm strength. Here's a bomb to Smith. Derek Smith in double coverage can't make the catch. This is the drive. This is the drive for Nebraska State. Robinson checking it down to Seamus. He's going to get 4. 3rd and 6. We need a first down, boys. We need a first down. Bubba, the lefty, going to toss it to Seamus one more time. He picks up 3. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. So on a 4th down and 3, we're calling the hurry up because we did like what we saw from Nebraska's defense, what they were showing us here. So we're going to call this read option play, and hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. We got 1 man to read. Bubba has a wide open lane to a first down, and he ninja kicks the Nebraska defender in the cup region. He's okay. He will check back in, and he will be fine. Here's a pass completed to Corey Hargrove. Juking his man out of his shoes. Breaks another tackle. He's going to get 13. 1st and 10 now. We're calling the screen. They're going to be bringing pressure and wide open spaces for Corey Hargrove. You got to get out of bounds. You got to get out of bounds. Nebraska State, they're going to hurry it back up. They get to the line at about 45 seconds. 1st and 10. Bubba, they're bringing the blitz. Oh, almost picked. Almost picked. You got to have a little more arm strength than that. You got to lead that receiver. 37 seconds. Play action. Bubba firing it to Ronnie Rouse. Oh, he almost had the touchdown. He was almost there. A couple juke moves, he could have been in. They're going to hurry it up. Nebraska State with 31 seconds, guys. They got to get this into the end zone. They have to. Read option play. What's going to happen? Bubba with the carry. He's not going to get any room to work with. He gets dropped for a 1-yard loss. They have to call the timeout. 2nd and goal. Bubba tossed to the corner. Touchdown! Derek Smith in the corner of the end zone by the pylon in the back corner. Derek Smith beat his man, and what a toss by Bubba. Now we have a literal call to make.
Hello?
Coach Littlebrowski.
Yeah.
It's 31-30. We have the ball. Nebraska State has the football. Do we go for 2 or do we go for the tie to go into overtime? Your call. I'm not doing anything unless it's your call.
Do it.
Okay. So, guys, you heard it there first. Little Broski. I'm in control of his guys. He says to go for it. Are we going to win the game? Are we going to pull off the upset? We wanted their option. We go to a pass. Bubba getting pressure. He's going to fire to Derek Smith. It was going to happen. He was in the end zone. But he ran out of the end zone. He's going to get stopped short, guys. So the 2-point conversion is failed. It doesn't work. We go with the onside kick. And that's not going to work out either, guys. And this game is over in dramatic, classic finish. Oh, I feel so bad. Because we had it, guys. We had it. Derek Smith made the catch in the end zone, but he came out. He was there. It would have been there. The coulda, woulda, shouldas, guys. The coulda, woulda, shouldas. So let me know what you thought about the call in the end zone there. Would you have gone for the extra point? Would you go for 2 for the upset? That sinks, man. That hurts. That's a sinking feeling. That sucks. All right. Well, we got to shake it off here and talk about these box scores for Big 12 action, guys. Ardmore gets the W over Oklahoma in our first game shown. Actually, kind of an interesting stat line there. Darnell Savage had the least amount of yards amongst all qualifying receivers. Willie Nelson, though, had the lead with 77 yards. Saw this game, Nebraska State and Nebraska. Bubba Robinson played decent, guys. 67%, 2 touchdowns, 274. Dante LaBelle and Hargrove. We could not really get anything going on the ground, so we kind of lost our identity just a little bit. But Seamus, Derek Smith, those guys pulled their weight. So all things considered, it was a very good game through the air. However, Graham Keith was just better. 234, 3 scores, 88%, only missed 3 passes, and he kept going to his man there. Right. 8 catches for 123. He was good. And he gets his revenge. Unfortunately, if we went to overtime, you never know what could have happened, but it sucks because we had Derek Smith in the end zone. We had that 2-point conversion. We got cheesed a little bit, I'm not going to lie. All right, Denver Tech. What to say about Andre Brandt? 13 of 15, 2 touchdowns through the air, 4 touchdowns on the ground, 20 attempts for 153. And then Scott Thomas. We didn't even see a whole lot of Scott Thomas, but he went for over 130 on the ground. And then Parker for 217 through the air as well. Kansas almost pulls off the upset here against ACU, 27-20. Jake Lewis Jr. did get into some game action, only threw for 50%. But Orpheus McConnell was pretty decent as well, leading them to that 27-20 victory. But Lucas Rivers went off. 15 catches, over 200 yards. That's an insane performance there. McAllen holds off a high-powered SMU offense, and they score 45 points in the victory. 45-23 would be your final score. They didn't really have to rely on Billy Adams whatsoever. 8 of 13. So they really just didn't. Simply put, they relied mostly on Andres Buckley at over 177, and they got the W, a very good W. Amarillo against San Diego State, 38-28 is your final score here. Amarillo gets the W. And Justin Davis, the former 5-star recruit, the guy that kind of pushed Nate Galveston out of that starting job, he was great. Ezekiel Henry, 23 attempts for 137, 2 touchdowns for Henry. Walker with 6 catches. John Hunter also pulled his weight as well, so good performance by the Amarillo receivers and their offense as a whole. UMass loses close against Kansas A&M, 37-30. Jake Reyes, my Heisman dark horse, didn't really have a great Heisman performance, but he was good enough to help these guys get the W. Doug Flores was a good player on the ground here today with 12 for 69. We got Atari Biggs there, 5 catches for 41. Doug Flores, again, through the air this time, 3 catches for 57. And what really helped out Camu today was the defense. They had 3 interceptions there for Wade, had 2, and then Collins had 1. 34-0. So when we were talking about Shreveport last week and thinking that they were going to be a contender, not a pretender, this is a legitimate Shreveport squad, guys. Like, Kerry Ashley was pulled. He was pulled. He went 8 of 10, and it was like, guys, this is too easy. This is too easy. Let's just get Danny Mason some work in, and let's let Eaton Collins just take over and on the ground game and just go off. And again, Shreveport's offense, it was amazing. Shreveport's offense really got it done today. The defense as well, with about 3 sacks, it looks like. 3 sacks, it looks like. An interception here. 2 interceptions, 1 for Larry Air. We had a lot of pass deflections. We had forced fumbles all over. Holt with the fumble recovery. So Shreveport looks like it's going to have one of their better seasons that they've had in all of this dynasty, all of this series. They look like a pretty solid, complete team versus just running the football like they have been for many, many years. Odessa State going to win a close one, 45-42 against Colorado State. And Paris Austin had a nice little comeback performance here. 8 catches for 94 for 2 touchdowns. So good stuff from the Big 12. The only loser in Big 12 team builder action here was Nebraska State. So unfortunately, the wee little Prairie Dogs are going to have to go back into their hole and reassess. But it was a good game. Unfortunately, CPU kind of cheesed us off a little bit. Little Rock against Cincinnati. This is for your pick'em. I'm taking Little Rock. I think that offense is just too good for Cincinnati. Now, this game, I'm not impressed with Camu right now. I'm really not. Like, I know their defense against UMass was really the factor that held them into that game. But I'm going to go with Baylor. I'm going to go with Baylor in that game. I don't think that Camu is going to get it done. This game, BYU against Ardmore at home. Ardmore at home. I'm going to take Ardmore in that matchup. I think you guys should too. Take Midland State in this one, even though they did lose that opener against Miami. I think that they get the bounce back W. I think Denver Tech is way too good for Northwestern, so go with Denver Tech with Andre Brandt and that high-powered offense. Go with Nebraska State. That's actually what I'm doing here. Even though they're going on the road, I think they'll get a nice little bounce back W here. We'll see how long Dante LaBella is out for. Uba against UConn. That's an interesting matchup, but I'm going to lean towards that A-plus offense and go with Broken Arrow. Amarillo against Middle Tennessee State. I'm going with the 5-star quarterback Justin Davis and Amarillo. Shreveport against LSU. This isn't the same LSU football program that we have come to know in our recent days, okay? Not the Joe Burrow LSU. This is an LSU that kind of get thrown into the dumps with Alfred Johansson, former Broken Arrow head coach. I'm going with Shreveport. It's going to be one of our shown games, along with Nebraska State at Iowa State and BYU at Ardmore. Last game, Kansas and McAllen. I'm going to go with McAllen. I don't think Kansas has enough firepower to hang with Billy Adams and Andres Buckley. So that's going to be it, guys. Leave a like if you like this thing, and I will see you next Saturday for Week 3 of our Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty. And if you guys are looking for a recruiting update, we only do recruiting until we get into conference play. So that's going to be in the next couple weeks here. So appreciate you guys' patience, but that is how we're going to run with it. And guys, make sure you stick around for more content regarding the Vicente Galarza case. And in case you guys need a refresher on that case and how it's going to impact the Big 12, possibly one of the Big 12 teams, if anybody is found guilty, Vicente Galarza is a bad mofo. He's a bad mofo. So we'll see what's going to happen here with our Big 12 Team Builder players, coaches, teams, schools. We have no idea what's going to happen. It's all up in the air right now. So if you guys need a refresher, I will have that for you guys next Saturday. But if you want to do your own digging and your own research, the case notes and what we know so far is in the description and in a pinned comment below. I'm anxious to see what you guys are thinking, where your guys' heads are at, what you think's going to happen. Find out more come next Saturday. Guys, I will see you in the next one. As always, peace. Coach, what's up? Sorry I missed your call.
Hey, no problem, Jeff. I haven't heard from you in a while. How you been?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Just getting these guys ready to buy into our program here in Miami. Definitely feels good to get out of the college level with all those pro perks, if you know what I mean.
I hear you there. I mean, ultimately, I want to be where you're at.
Hey, no, you got a good shot. You and Stan reeled in a pretty nice group of talented players this year, I see. Number 1 class in the nation.
I mean, yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying, you know? Watch your back, Jeff. Miami's going to end up giving me a call.
Yeah, all right. Well, hey, I gotta get to running. I gotta talk to you later. I gotta talk to the youngest Manning. I gotta talk to Eli, see if he wants to back up Jed. You know, these are the things that we get to talk about in the pros, by the way.
Yeah. I'll be seeing you, Jeff. Hey, before I get off the phone here, though, do you want to do me a quick favor?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
There's a kid from McAllen that I think would work really well with Jed since they played together and were teammates. I noticed he had some struggles in his rookie year, to be expected, but maybe give Vicente a little draft interview, maybe some buzz around his name, you know, just to create some buzz around his name.
Yeah, to be honest with you, we've honestly been looking at him in the second, but you know, just being front and center here, Jed had some interesting things to say about him while being his roommate. So I don't know. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about, why are you vouching for him? Odessa State, McAllen. What's the connection? What's going on? What's up?
Nothing. It's just Vicente's parents were longtime friends of mine. His dad and I used to run a youth football camp. Rodrigo Galarza. You ever heard of him?
What? Rodrigo is his dad? I didn't know that.
Yeah. You better freshen up there, Jeff, on your football history. Rodrigo is one of the best players to ever come out of El Paso.
Well, now that you say that, I'll tell you what. No promises, but we'll definitely give Vicente a call. Tell Rodrigo I said hey, and if we like him, we'll consider taking him. We do like his game, so we'll say that. He's got some grit, which is something that we need on this roster, but I definitely don't want the media to catch wind of it. We just don't want to tip our hand and shoot him up draft boards, if you know what I mean. It's a different game here. It's a different game here, Coach.
I understand. I totally get that. Just give him a call. Don't make an official visit. You know, it's what I do. I appreciate you, Jeff. Until next time, take care. But remember, I'm coming for you.
All right, Braxton. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Take care.